Good afternoon and welcome back to the Empowered Life channel. My name is Yvonne. If it's your first time coming to this channel, welcome. If you have not checked out my videos, please be sure to do that, because I try and share with you things that are empowering, encouraging and inspiring. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and like my videos and share them, because this is my journey about living the empowered life. And you know, the whole reason I started this channel is to show people a glimpse of that. And it's been a little while since I've done a video. I think it's been about 2 months now, and that has been because of many things, but one of the reasons is because I have been busy trying to build my new business. I'm now 6 months self-employed, yay! So I'm really happy about that. But the entrepreneur lifestyle is not for the faint-hearted, I've got to tell you that. But it has been interesting, it has been challenging, and in order to bring in money for my business, to grow my business and do different things, I have to do contracts. So that has been my priority. But what I'm going to do is, in another video, I am going to do an update, a 6-month journey update, and share with you what's been going on, lots of different things, and you know, be sure to look out for that video. But today I just wanted to hop on here quickly and share with you guys a book that I read recently. As you know, if you don't know, I do book reviews on this channel as well of books that I found empowering or encouraging or inspiring, and share them with you, that maybe that you might like to go and check them out for yourself as well. I am an avid reader. I do love to read books. Lately, the last couple of months, it has been a push to finish 1 book a month, but as the Christmas season is coming up, I am planning to just catch up on all my reading, and I am reading a couple of books at the moment. But today's video, I want to share with you this book, which is by an author called Fiona Harrold. This book is called Indestructible Self-Belief, 7 Simple Steps to Getting It and Keeping It. And I bought this book, I think it was back in April this year, and it cost me around £2.30. As I've shared in other videos, because I do like to read lots of books, I usually pick them up as new on Amazon Marketplace. That means I can get them next to nothing, and you know, usually the books are in pretty good condition. Some of them are even new condition, and I just pick them up and I read them, and it's more cost effective for me. But this book did cost me about £2.30, and I bought this book because I wanted to see another person's perspective on what it takes to have self-belief, how you go about getting it, how you go about building it and keeping it. And Fiona Harrold, I bought one of her books before. She does things to do with life coaching, and she is a pretty good author. Her books are simple to read, and you know, you get a lot of information from them, and they're very positive and upbeat, you know, very encouraging, and that's something that comes across in her writing of this book, that she comes across as very encouraging. This book is quite a thin book. It took me less than a week to read. I think it took me about a week to read. If I wasn't busy and doing other things, I probably could have knocked this out in 1 or 2 days. So it really is a very simple, slim book to read, not hard on, you know, your concentration. And yeah, it took me about a week to read. So the very first thing in this book, she shares a quote by somebody called Henry Ford, and it's in chapter 1, and it says, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are usually right." And that is so true. Everything basically starts from your mindset, how you view yourself, how you think about yourself, how you view your capabilities, abilities, all starts from within your mind. If your mind is in a negative place, what you do outwardly is going to show, because you know, it all starts from your mindset. Fiona starts the chapter by saying, "The greatest asset you have in life is indestructible self-belief. We all know people who handle life well, achieve great things and prosper, all have that People who achieve great things and prosper all have greater levels of self-belief than the average person. They really do. When the going gets tough, indestructible self-believers, that's what she calls them, dig deep into themselves to rise up to the challenge. This is what I want for you. So this is why she's writing this book. If you're somebody who has problems with self-belief, this is what she wants for you. That when things get tough, you rise to the challenge and you overcome them. As somebody who has had many, many challenges in my life, from going through the things I went through in childhood to going through different kind of issues, challenges, it is really true that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. I'm a person who refuses to lose, and that might mean pulling everything out of myself, whether I have it or not, to get through it. It can be exhausting at times, but it's about pushing through those challenges and rising above them. Through all my challenges, I've learned how to be resilient. I'm a very resilient person, and those experiences have shaped me. And it's important that if you're going through things, that you have the tools and the resources within you, and that can be in buying books or listening to self-help people or whatever it is, or if you have a faith, relying on your faith to help you to overcome those challenges. She also shares that just when you think that you've gone through the most toughest or worst things, there's always another level. And she says here, however tough and resilient you think you are right now, there's always another level to take yourself to. Indestructible self-belief means that whatever happens, you have the internal resources to recover fast and fully. You're tough, you're supple, you're agile, you're indomitable, irrepressible. You can never be defeated, whatever happens. The bigger the challenge, the setback or letdown, the more you pull out yourself. This is really what indestructible self-belief is meant to do within you. And it's also about having resilience and building resilience, because in life unexpected things can happen, and unfortunately for a lot of people it can one major thing can be enough to push them over the edge. For other people, they're able to draw things out of themselves, whether that is through faith or through things they have learned from their previous experiences, to help get them through, and that is really important. She also talks about there are two different types of people. One has a defeated look. Life has taken its toll. They've sunk under the weight of it all. It shows in their faces. The other type is undefeated. They look fresh. They keep themselves light. They have their fair share of challenges, but it's their handling of themselves and their challenges that make the difference. They haven't allowed themselves to be ground down or worn out. They refuse to resign or give up. They have never given up on themselves. I know what type of person I am. I know that I am the latter type of person. As I mentioned, I refuse to lose. I refuse, no matter what happens, to give in. I may feel at times I want to throw in the towel, but I don't give in. How I carry myself, whether that is in my appearance, my attitude, how I interact with people, shows people that I have self-belief within myself. I am somebody who refuses to let me have a defeated outlook or to have a negative mindset. And if there are times within myself that I recognize those traits, I do things to help me to get out of it. For me, the main thing that I do is pray and talk to God about it, and read and listen to motivational people as well, like Les Brown, Miles Monroe, John Maxwell, these types of people who add, Terry Saville Foy, these type of people who add value to life and help you to push through to keep fostering indestructible self-belief. If you are somebody who is in the category where you are worn down by life, and you have got a defeated look within yourself, or you're resigned within yourself, don't worry, because it can always be turned around. Sometimes it has to be learning new things, learning new ways of dealing with challenges and problems, or it could be unlearning habits and ways that you have dealt with things. But you can become a person who is in that latter category. What I love about this book is that at the end of every chapter, she has self-help exercises for you to engage in. Now, you know, they're very, very simple to do. You could get like a pen, a notebook, and just kind of monitor your results of the things that she asks you to do. Or you can even do it on your notes, on your phone, or whatever that is easy for you. And it's really good, because what I like about this type of self-help book is that by having these kind of exercises at the end of each chapter, it consolidates the reading experience of what you have just read. And that is really important. I do like other self-help books where they talk you through things, but I really prefer books like this where they give you things to do so you can kind of see in your head what it is that she was trying to say and how you can apply that to your life. And the exercises are really simple and easy to do, but I do like it when we have that, when self-help books have those kind of interactive exercises for the reader to engage in. Two other things I want to quickly cover. She talks about what is your opinion of you. Having a good opinion of yourself or building a good opinion of yourself is an essential ingredient of indestructible self-belief. How you view yourself, how you view your place in this world, how you view your place in your own life is definitely important. And sometimes when you have low self-esteem, low confidence, that obviously does have a serious effect on how you have an opinion on you, because I went through that myself. But these things can be worked on. You can get help to work on these things, whether it's self-help or getting professional help, you know, to kind of work on the issues that are causing you to have a low opinion of yourself is, you know, it's very important if you want to build indestructible self-belief. And also as well, she talks about the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. Now, I am not ashamed to say that I'm very intentional in the company I keep. Some people I get the impression might feel that I'm a bit off, but no, I am intentional in the company I keep. I'm intentional about my friendships. I'm intentional about people I allow in my social circle, and I've become very good at compartmentalizing people. And that doesn't mean that I use people. It just means that I understand the difference between a colleague, a friend, an acquaintance, a confidant. I understand the difference between each of those, and I'm able to put people in where those boxes. And I have relationships according to those boxes as well. I don't really mix the two. So for me, it is important that you surround yourself with the right people. You've heard the saying, eagles and crabs. Maybe you haven't. People with crab mentalities, they are negative mindsets, negative attitudes. They are not going to be able to recognize your potential. They're not going to be able to champion you, to encourage you. If you are an eagle, if you are somebody that wants to achieve major things, get encouragement to do major things, to fulfill dreams, those type of people are not going to be able to encourage you or help you to build indestructible self-belief, because they themselves have never done it. And it's important that you surround yourself with people who have the same mindset as you, who can encourage you, who can champion you, who can be there for you to help you and encourage you and cheer you on as you try and fulfill whatever it is you want to do with your new indestructible self-belief. It is so important. I cannot be around people who are negative mindsets, and sometimes you come across them in business or wherever it is that you're doing, but intentionally outside of whatever it is that outside of those environments, I don't have anything to do with those type of people. So surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with people who are going to champion you. I would definitely recommend this book. It is a fantastic read. I got to understand a bit more about what self-belief entails, even though I have my definition as well, and it does feed into the things that she talks about in this book. And even for myself, what I realized from reading this book, there are still areas that I can work on building better self-belief. I love this book just because it doesn't matter where you are in your journey in discovering yourself or building your self-belief, whether you're somebody who's never thought about it and you've bought this book, somebody on the journey to building indestructible self-belief, or somebody who has self-belief, there is something in this book for everybody who's in those different categories. It is a really good read. It's a quick read. I would encourage you to get this book. I will leave the link in the description bar below. Let me know below in the comments what you feel it takes to have good self-belief. Do you have it? Are you working on building it? You can maybe want to ask me a question about self-belief, but just leave a comment if you want to in the comment box. And yeah, check out this book by Fiona Harrold. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.